Bonjour. Hi, welcome back to City Folk. We're in the Bay Horse in the Northern Quarter. I'm here with Mike, great poet from Manchester. I'm here to sort of shatter the illusions and the preconceptions about poetry. Anyway, over to you, Mike.
Like you've just said, people have a lot of preconceptions about what poetry is, and that's mainly because our main exposure to poetry is in year 9 and year 10 and year 11 at a school, whereby you have to study someone who you don't particularly want to listen to going on about his dad dying or a war somewhere or another. That at 15 it doesn't hold any relation to where you are in your life, because you're usually a bit more concerned about cider. So you carry this idea that poetry is very old and very dusty and very covered in mothballs and smells of tweed jackets and that weird teacher who used to teach you English. Well, I'm afraid it's changed, and in a lot of cases you've grown up. It's about bringing new words and new voices and new sounds and turning the voice into a musical instrument almost. Talking about relative things, contemporary issues, and bringing politics, social culture together within the fixed frame of a poem. So regularly up and down the country there are poetry events going on a weekly basis. I've just got back from New York, whereby I saw packed warehouses, young people screaming for poetry, and poets on the stage delivering absolutely brilliant rhythms and rhymes. And hopefully what I will do in a while is deliver you some poetry and give you an idea of the sorts of things that I'm doing these days, so that in future, next time you see an event that says a poet, you don't just cast that flyer to one side. You go down, you have a look, and you have a taste of what new poetry is. People ask me why I do poetry. Well, can you show me a more sensible way for me to spew out these emotions? Because I'm just a shaking poet on a stage who's scrambling by, who's scraping by. Look at the shit under my fingernails. Take a blunt object, stick it in me ear, and take a poke at me brain, and you'll realise pretty quick that I'm daft as dandruff. Screwed up like that famous letter that you never posted, and wading through a cesspool of skullduggerous excuses for humans who are all trying to either blag me or shag me, but I'm too busy. I'm too busy investigating the uninvestigated, being frustrated by the frustrating, and peeling back the skin of an inner self and staring black-eyed into me deep, deep brain. But look at me for it. I'm fucked. Constantly walking that tightrope of sensibility whilst being on my best behaviour. You do me a favour. You spend 15 minutes in here with me. It'll feel like you've lived here for a week. The constant rationalising of what's right and what's wrong, what's good and what's bad, what's black and what's white, and that constant search for something witty, profound or succinct to come up with when mixing with friends.
We just heard some great poetry there by Mike. You know, he is a lyrical masterpiece as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, Mike, what have you been up to recently? What's your script, man? What's going down?
I'm incredibly lucky because I've been doing, my book came out last year. It's going really well. God Is A Manc. Make sure you get a copy of it if you can. It is basically about how such a wonderful city as this can only have been created by a God. I've been doing the usual touring stuff. I've been doing festivals, so I'm doing a few more festivals this summer. I'm definitely doing Kendall calling, amongst other things that I can't tell anyone about yet because I'm contracted to keep quiet. I've been doing a bit of gigging with John Cooper Clarke, who is a wonderful, beautiful man. So I'll be travelling up and down the country. Keep your eye out, and if you ever see me on anywhere, come down and check out what I do.
Well, all I can say is thank you very much, Mike.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for listening, watching what we're doing. We're going to listen to a couple more words from Mike to end this little slot.
Hope you enjoyed the poetry. Remember that words are power. The more you have, the more power you have. Thanks for the love, and don't forget never to think about the things you don't want to think about, because if you think about the things you think about, you'll think don't think about it, and then you'll want to think about something else, and then you'll want to think about something that won't make you think about the things you don't want to think about. You think about it. Thank you.
Just like to say thank you very much to Mike for all his words of wisdom, his wordsmith as far as I'm concerned, and you know, here at City Folk we're just looking for new talent, so we are looking for you. Mike's established, but if there's more people out there who are poets, come out, show us. We're looking for you.